continues to roll forward.
Yeah, map changes entirely again for that day, so running through new pastures, new POIs. And yeah, already jumped down the cliff, another random
Black Blade
spawn.
Kindred.
So
This is a
tough.
challenging boss fight, but Aggie has the confidence, wants the buffs, has to have clean dodging. Any one of these attacks could be lethal.
Okay.
One hit.
Lethality, but he's right back up. So talk to me about reviving here, Jake, inside nightreign.
So if you do go down, your teammates can get you back up into the fight by attacking your body. Each successive down you take, though, is going to be more difficult. It's going to cost more stamina, more attacks to your teammates. That's the invisibility cloak that Aggie just popped, creating a little bit of space for the team, opportunity for them to get aggressive. The Black Blade Kindred just swinging wildly. The attacks so massive can still be a threat.
Mows along a little bit. After that, crashes the lawnmower. Nice repose, locks it in. Still, gets to keep doing more damage. It's a tanky one, Jake.
It's a big hit, a big boss to take down. And these major world bosses that spawn in, you could just evade these if you don't want to take on that challenge, if you don't feel leveled enough. But of course, the more risk you take, the more powerful you'll eventually become. And you may need to take on some tough challenges. There, John Rain goes down, need to get him back into the fight. Black Blade Kindred, though, relentless with the aggression.
Not stopping it out, almost about half HP. 2 down as a result, but we already know once you get half, the enemy starts to get a few new moves. Again, this Kindred kind of attacking faster. John Rain down again, and you can see it takes double hits now to get him up. Double stamina invested while the boss is trying to hit you now. It takes stamina to hit, it takes stamina to dodge. You can only really do one at a time, but there are 3 players, so you see Grayson here getting that res. Has the ult. Ooh, and staggers the boss a bit with it too.
So Iron Eye has that ultra charged bow shot. Nice dodge as well from everyone, evading those attacks, giving them the opportunity now to turn it back around, keep the pressure on, playing aggressively up close and personal with the boss, allows you to be under, dodging some of those attacks. There's the replay as well on the repulse, doubling up that damage. Black Blade Kindred now, bleeding out, very low HP.
2%, one more hit.
Oh.
That, there's a down. It's still up and it's gone. Classic player looting while your teammate is down. Old habits.
Looks like a legendary weapon there.
Ooh, yeah, America's Hammer.
Yeah, found for Wilder.
But there's an X on it, Jake. What's the X about?
So, to wield a legendary weapon, that's that orange rarity, you need to be level 10. So, they're level 8 right now. Looks like they have 1 level up in the bank if they find a Site of Grace. They're going to need 1 more level to fully utilize that legendary weapon, to get the most out of it, to use those weapon arts. You're going to bypass this crab for the moment and look on to some more powerful enemies. Prioritizing, so maybe the group wants to find some more flasks. Only at 4 flasks, relatively low. They might need more in the endurance fight to come in that final boss, so prioritizing the Churches of America, perhaps.
Want to make sure you have those big flasks. Meanwhile, Aggie on his own. Or mine actually with Grayson to be able to find a giant up top on one of these castles. Again, this could have been like a captain, a knight instead. Ooh.
Aggie goes down, though.
Grayson now, what can you do to get him back up? Everyone's kind of here. We're ulting through damage to get him back up.
That onslaught strike from Wilder, incredibly potent, can be powerful as well to get the res. Another giant from across the way that was throwing these magic pots and just barely gets the res off, staying alive on Wilder. But this giant is not stopping, continuing to aggress. See that magic pot flying in from afar.
Gotta watch out, even when getting that viral reward there. If one does spawn, maybe a jar that just ends up hitting you. Now I imagine they're gonna go towards that giant, maybe try to even things out completely, stop him from wasting so many jars.
And these bigger POIs, right, this large castle houses many different enemies, so plethora of loot to be found here, but of course massive threats as well. So many that you have to deal with simultaneously. And that sky is always telling you the clock is ticking. As day turns to night, you'll be forced towards that final zone, forced into a final boss fight. And down, it's going to be the grafted scion. You're in the basement, an enclosed arena, less options down here. Wilder, discretion the better part of waiting for the team to arrive before committing the engagement.
Back inside, already tough enough to fight out in the open this time. He'll be flailing all his limbs, trying to spin his swords around in a Beyblade-esque fashion, but Martin is not letting him rip. Kind of ripping him apart instead. The Scion down about 20 HP.
Oh, the scream knocks one, but an immediate ult there from our fan. Gets the res, the repulse, knocking down the drafted Scion, the blood
Wow.
activated.
Got the Alabaster's Lord Sword here as well. Everyone kind of making decisions on what they should be picking up. Everyone also electing to really get those passives active in their build. So now crit kind of restore HP for Iron Knight, which is kind of cool.
Mikey here, I think, is going to be able to utilize that legendary weapon now at level 10. He's going to be able to deploy the weapon art, so we get to see some of that. Also grabs a talisman out of these chests. Everyone's going to be able to grab a talisman here. Hopefully they can find something that synergizes well with the build they have so far. Maybe something they can build towards with the rest of the loot. And still some more time here on day 2. Trying to cruise toward that level 11, level 12 threshold where they'll be properly ready to take on the Night Lord they've chosen to hunt.
Going to be running by some ruins now towards the next portion of the map. Teamwork once again really strong when it comes to playing nightreign. There's action usually all the time. It's really fun to be able to discern where you want to go as well. You can kind of see stuff on the map, look at it, choose it, absolutely travel there. It's really fun. Sometimes you don't even need the minimap to be able to do that. This is nice to know where you're going this time. You put a tree sentinel. You had to leave it alone that one time. Now, kind of a run back, and I feel like we're strong enough to be able to lock this one down and put him away for good.
The group has progressed a lot in terms of strength. Onslaught strike from Wilder. Staggers the boss for a moment. Haven't broken the boys just yet. You are much stronger than you were when you started the run, but still, massive threats in these world bosses. Invisibility cloak now used by the Duchess, confusing the tree sentinel, but he's still going to swing wildly. Not going to stop the aggression.
Yeah, that invisibility does come from her ult. That's how she gets it. Last time the sentinel now getting really beat up from all sides. Has to be careful, wants to stay on that horse.
The raise now with the lightning attacks. This is the most dangerous phase of the tree sentinel. Can be very dangerous. One hit could be deadly. Haggie's pushing this to the absolute limit here. Continuing to fight at close range on the Duchess. Full confidence just in dodging every single one of these attacks perfectly.
Now the less HP, the less so. Going for even more. Big stagger, and that's you're going to tree sentinel down.
There he goes.
Ooh, legendary again. Wending race, rise from defeat a single time, but there's so many good weapons available as well. Again, the choices you get change up everything, but let's cheat that one time at least with the Duchess. Everyone else makes their decisions too. I mean, keep rolling through on the map. Night 2, or day 2. Day 1 is all about kind of scrapping up, leveling up, marinating the chicken, so to speak. Day 2 would be going on the hunt, actually cooking that chicken, doing something very specific and intentional, not experimenting anymore. So you know where you want to go, do what you want to do. Right now, getting yanked by what seems like an entire other group of Nightfarers.
NPC bosses here on the field. They're focusing them down one by one. Some dangerous carries come through. He strikes back. Knocks down Aggie, even on low HP. Wilder trying to get the res. The NPC fighting back drops 2. Hold on. Our Pax champion, you guys, he's going to need your energy right here. Needs to get these reses back online with the ultimate. He's set up.
Nice! Work, so you want to use things defensively, offensively, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, these ults are really key for those difficult moments in the run. You're seeing our runners kind of hold on to them. There's a balance that you kind of also want to cycle them to, clear the map out as quickly as possible, get those extra level ups. Backstab in from Wilder. Iron Eye. Trust in the team, knows they've got this camp, no problem.
Again, thinking about the passives and all these weapons, trying to figure out what you actually want to hold on to. Gonna keep rocking with it.
Nice backstab here
Wow.
on the Knight. Gotta avoid that madness proc though. That status bar, if it builds up, will not only stun you and disable you, but also deal a massive burst of damage. So Wilder doesn't want to allow that to happen. Looks like elsewhere in the camp, Aggie has found an aggro of the boss, this Redsley flank troll.
Enemy just absolutely throwing madness everywhere, but damage is still very high. Lead procs there too. Oh my goodness. Rewind that as well, soloing this old boss basically by himself.
Wow.
Craziness.
Now our runners here are starting to get towards the final forms of their builds, up towards level 12 it looks like on everybody. Aggie just needs to find a site of grace for that. Still a bit more time though left in this day. I mean, they're on amazing pace here. If they can get to level 13, 12 before that second Night boss, they're in amazing shape to come in and get a win here against the Night Lord.
Usually for teams who are a little bit less experienced, it's like level 9 or 10 you're coming up with, so the fact that they're already 11 is kind of huge, already ahead of the pack, and there's still so much time left. Spectral Earth Tree is where that final boss fight should be, as Elden closes in. There is one more boss spawn that are out towards the right side, but they're too far left. We'll just go for stuff beside them. Don't really want to fight the zone as they try to come home at the same time.
And now that we're coming towards the tail end of the second day, let's top in with Aggie. Aggie, how do you feel about your build so far here on the Duchess?
I feel like we got off to a slightly shaky start, but I'm feeling real good now. We've got Redudia in the right hand and Boomdale in the left. So lots of lead, lots of fast attacks. I'm going to squeeze into the storm here to get this last flask upgrade to get rid of the last few bosses.
Awesome. So looks like Aggie gonna play for those heavy bleed builds, fast attacks, definitely synergizing with the Duchess moveset, able to play it on close range, can use restage on those bleed procs. So it's a nice synergy coming together across the board. The team's just taking down some last few camps, getting every little scrap they can out of the map, every little rune. Could make a difference, could find them that one additional level up, maybe some future consumables could be purchased.
Although they say that 3's a crowd right now, sometimes good. It's just really a good idea to split up, maybe find some stuff around the map. You'll see that happening. Everyone kind of shares those rooms. At the same time, coming back up together, at least when the mob spawn for the boss, you want to be looking out for your teammates. You want to be there for the res, want to be there for the support as well. Gotta keep it locked in. I like that. Use the grapple to get close and actually take this fight. Once this fight ends, it will just run back into the safety of the sword.
You can see them constantly watching that Tide of Night, being careful not to be caught out in there, would be forcing them to waste deals and play overly defensive, but now the zone closes in. This time the Night 2 boss gonna take place in this field. The boss has that spawn, do portend what kind of foe they'll be facing. We'll see what they're up against right now.
Beast run, I think. Absolutely jumping on our entire roster, but seem to be okay for now. Up close and personal, that means that Aggie and our Team Bandai are going to be able to just take them out swiftly, no problem.
Stacking up these runes, trying to get that one additional level up, and the last ad goes down. It's time here for the Night 2 boss, the Crucible Knight.
Lock it right in, keep going for it. He's going to be so tough to stagger shake. This boss has an insane defensive setup.
Kind of resistant to all of the status effects in the game. Pretty much can only be defeated through raw power, raw aggression. Big power hit though from the legendary weapon there. That Michael was able to pick up those weapon arts to be a great tool. Nice stagger. He poses as
Wait
well.
a minute. Second boss spawning in. Golden Hippopotamus. And now 3v1 becomes a 3v2 with a giant boss on the map. How do you deal with this one, Jake? 2v1 on the Hippo. Get the Crucible Knight down. What are we doing?
Looks like it's going to be our fan here holding the aggro on the Hippo, keeping him away from the rest of the fight, still getting a bit of damage as well, so dancing fantastically on the Iron Knight. Elsewhere, the two melee characters are focusing down the Crucible Knight first, prioritizing the bigger threat in the fight, but they've got to be clean with these dodges. Perfect move so far from Agri, so low HP, cannot afford to take a hit, but perfect so far.
Doing okay. The Hippo keeps wondering what's happening behind him, but they aren't keeping him distracted with that bow. It's all good. Crucible Knight is one of its hardest moves to be able to dodge now when he's this low on HP. There comes the Hippo. Almost over the ground. Another Wampus blow with the head stomp. Gonna be able to heal him, maybe get out of there after the fact. More damage coming in from all sides. Oh, we've traded dance partners. This one's got a tail. Loves to use it for damage. Again, a big trade. The whole team got enough suffering. Not dealing much damage and unable to escape the barrage of heads and tails. It's a 50-50. They cannot call the coin toss.
Nice dodge. There's an opportunity here to strike back. The Crucible Knight with the tail. The wing strike. One goes down. They need to res Aggie back into the fight. Micah, though, quick to the rescue. Crucible Knight incredibly low. They want to finish him off first. Meanwhile, Iron Knight's doing fantastically here, handling the Golden Hippo. Crucible Knight goes down, and they can turn this into a 3-on-1.
Sometimes you can't win heads or tails. It's just good to scratch out one of the sides, and that's exactly what they do. Crucible Knight down. Now up to the Golden Hippopotamus. This one going crazy. Gets restage. Dodged again, a jump over. A stagger. Maybe we move to the post. Absolutely. We can. Golden Hippopotamus down.
There's going to be some final powerful choices here for our heroes to select. These can be run-defining passives.